Advance Wars is, I think, the first Game Boy Advance game that I got, or one of the first Game Boy Advance games I got once I joined the Navy and got my Game Boy SP. Something had happened to my original Advance. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I'm guessing it was stolen by somebody. But Advance Wars isn't where the series began. It actually began on the Famicom in 1988, and that also got a kind of a sequel, but not really, with the Super Famicom. And there were also 4 Game Boy games, and I think one of them was a Game Boy Color exclusive. Anyway, we didn't get any of those, so I can't really tell you a whole lot about them. I know that they had Red Star instead of Orange Star, and I think it was Blue Moon at first, and then it might have been White Moon in one of the sequels, or one of the next games that go along. I couldn't find any information if these were actually sequels to each other, or if it was a continuous series. I know Hudson did 3 of them. They did Game Boy Wars 2, and Game Boy Wars 3. I'm assuming those were actual sequels in a set series, but I really don't know.
Instead of Advance Wars, in North America we got Desert Commander and Conflict. They're fine for what they are, but they just don't have the same gameplay and the same feeling as Advance Wars. Desert Commander comes closest to that, but still it's not quite as much fun. Conflict, I thought it was way more fun when I was a little kid and probably had less of an idea of what was going on. Now I just don't like it that much.
Advance Wars was kind of like Fire Emblem in the fact that we didn't get any of the games until really the Game Boy Advance. It's a real shame. I wish we had gotten those because, as you saw, the 2 that we did get, at least in North America, were not as good as Advance Wars was.
There really is an awful lot to do in this game. You have 4 factions: Orange Star, Blue Moon, Green Earth, and Yellow Comet. And then there's the secret faction that shows up at the end of the game, which I guess is a spoiler alert, but this is a 20-year-old game, so whatever. You have Black Hole at the end. They really are kind of a weird one. It's kind of interesting the way that each one of these is color-coded, but nobody could figure out that Black Hole was not Andy's faction and that Andy was Orange Star, but hey, maybe they can't see the colors, maybe we're the only ones that can see it, whatever. Each faction has the exact same units, which I think is kind of good in some parts because it balances the game out. But I do wish there was like a specialty unit for each faction. That would have been really, really nice. That being said, the different COs that you use do affect your units in some way. Orange Star has certain commanders like Max. He's better with tanks than he is at long range. Sonya is better with infantry than she is with tanks or long range. With Green Earth, you have Eagle, he's better with flying units, and Drake, who's better with the sea units, with the Navy. Wow, that's amazing that I forgot that. That's wow, okay. Then you have Yellow Comet. I don't really have a great handle on what they do well, but whatever, they're kind of fun. I guess they have more disciplined units than the other 3 factions, so okay. You also have Grit. With Blue Moon, he's better with ranged units, because I guess he's a sniper, so we'll go with that. And Olaf, I'm not 100% sure what units he's good with. He does make a Blizzard, that's his CO power. Each one of the COs has their own power, which is kind of cool, it plays into their strengths. So it's sort of fun when you look at that, and it does give a little bit of a balancing act that you have to do. So if you fight Eagle, you know you need to have more anti-air units because his planes are going to be better than yours. And if you go up against Grit, you know you're going to have to deal with his range units being able to shoot a little bit farther than yours. While each army is pretty much the same as far as units go, they did do something really cool. On top of the color scheme, each unit in everybody's army, it's a little bit different. So the Blue Moon troops are going to look a little bit different from Orange Star, Green Earth looks different from both of those, and Yellow Comet looks different from those. It's just sort of a cool way that they do it. I really like it, and it sort of adds to the charm of the game. This is just a really fun game, in my opinion.
So I kind of got a little bit upset with the story once I went back and thought about it. It Parts of it don't really make any sense. Blue Moon invades Orange Star.
Which was a really dumb move. I mean, Gohan lives in Orange Star. At least he goes to Orange Star High School, which makes me wonder why the hell he didn't just stop this thing in one blow. I mean, he's a Saiyan, he could have done it.
Green Earth attacks Orange Star because they think that they've been attacked by a clone of Andy. There's no reason for Yellow Comet to really be here because they don't actually do anything, and you just go there and they think that you're invading them, so they retaliate. Sonya, who apparently knows what's going on, just never tells anybody until the end of the game, which by that point you figured it out, kind of, and just, my god, what the hell is wrong with you? Just, ugh. Green Earth at least has a reason why they go into the fight, because they think they've been attacked by Andy of Orange Star, even though it's a clone. I also kind of like it how both of Blue Moon's soldiers are essentially Orange Star defections, which is kind of funny. It sort of adds a little bit of intrigue to the world. So that's gonna pretty much wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did like it, please let me know in the comments below. If you hated it, definitely let me know. That way I can probably change something. Also, if you don't think I'm right with my criticisms of the story, please tell me, and we can talk about it. Anyway, have a great day, everyone.